So yes guys, welcome to another trash bin vid. In this video, let's talk tennis balls. Where do you buy them? Do you scoop them at online retailers like Express and Warehouse, or do you frequent the brick and mortars like Dick's and where I go, Wally World? And do you scoop in bulk or just a couple cans at a time? I used to do bulk, but then I got a bad batch. Too risky now. They were coming out flat more often than not, and just can't do it anymore. So I'm at Walmart, like I said, and I'm in the aisle, and a couple things just strike me. First of all, the price point's going in the wrong direction, man. For the run-of-the-mill Penn Championships and the Wilsons, my ball of choice, you're going to see those most commonly on the recreational courts. They're $3.94 now, just about $4. The good old days, pre-pandemic and into 2020, $2.17, I'll never forget. So just about double the price a number of years later. Inflation is killer. And then the Wilson US Open, those are la creme de la creme, premium play experience. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they're an absolute treat to hit, but $6.48, man. Who does Wilson think they are? And who is actually coughing that up for one can? I mean, that's eating out at that rate. That's a Chipotle burrito every last time you crack the can. So it does not go easy on the pocketbook. And then last, the thing that actually stimulated this video right here, Athletic Works, a trademark of Walmart, distributed in Bentonville, Arkansas, where they're headquartered. This is made in China. This is great value. This screams low budget, terrible play experience, complete and utter garbage, but at least it's not going to break the wallet. And, well, you would think, because the price point is definitely a conundrum and does not go with everything I just suggested. It's $4.48. That's more pricey than the brand names. So you don't see that every day. It's a mystery that I had to unravel. I took the plunge, as you can see. So for sake of simplicity, I had to pick just a couple balls to compare it to. Like I said, my ball of choice, Wilson's right there, $3.94. And then we'll also compare to the what I would imagine is the most popular one, after all, it's touted on the can, America's #1 selling ball, the Penn Championship Extra Duties. We'll compare those two. You're in for a shocker. What I thought these balls played most similarly to at the end of the video. All right, here we go. Athletic Works, about to hit the court with these, and the most important test, you already know what it is. This snipped. Wow, that is struggling to even open. The lack of quality already on full display. Look at this, throwing me for a loop. Now I gotta go get a can opener. What the heck, man? Watch the thumbs. You're risking a serious laceration. You still got a whiff of the sniff though. Okay. Scarcely a scent, so it's really not permeating. All signals say no off the go. Dang. So here we go. Let me first apologize for the lighting. A little bit tricky in the indoor bubble. Some of the colors caught on camera, I had to edit it, and it comes out granulated, a little grainy, but I think we can track the ball nonetheless. But back to the matter at hand, the balls. How about that for a disastrous first impression? A debacle getting them out of the can, but once we settled that, very pleased with these. I mean, bouncy. Plenty of life to these. I feel like the downfall of most low quality balls comes in the rubber, where they don't get high off the ground. There's no bounce, even off the can. They just a little bit deader, stiffer, and less pleasant to hit. But these, no problemo, man. Bouncing like the Wilson US Opens, which I'll allude to later. So that's super pumped to see that. Now, I was worried about the felt. Are they going to come undone? They're going to be put through the cheese grater when they hit that many forehands in a 90-minute sesh. And, you know, they could end up looking like a troll doll, you know, if the quality isn't there. But they lasted. This was about a hour 40. So a 100-minute session, nothing to sneeze at. And they did just fine as far as the felt is concerned. And they are light, dude. They're zippy. There is seemingly less mass than the other balls. Take that for what it's worth. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's just a different thing. It's going to take an adjustment period. My opponent could not seem to keep him in because he was wailing on him, just smacking him, and they were flying on him because they feel much lighter, less dense, less mass, but plenty of bounce, and the felt is fine. I'm sure you've all seen these Penn Championships. You'll see these all over the USTA matches, and of course, nothing like that scent. Felt, rubber, just begging to be hit. All right, See what they offer. So we all know these balls, no stranger to them. 53 cents cheaper than the Walmarts, which we are comparing to. And these are the ones that were guilty of giving me the bad batch. Got a box, you know, a year and a half ago. It's been a little while, and more often than not, the balls were coming out dead. So that's a one-off, I would think. But these, compared to the Walmarts, is going to be stiffer. They're going to be harder out the can. I'll tell you what is stiff as a brick. I didn't have any footage of these, but the diadems. Granted, I was hitting outdoors in the winter, so that's not going to bode well for the you know, comfort level on your arm. But those were stiff. My goodness, and these less stiff, but certainly stiffer than the Walmarts, if that makes any sense. I know I got a lot of comparisons going on. They don't go, it's not like the felt falls apart, it's just they lose their life, and they lose their bounciness after about 1 to 2 sessions max. I mean, there's no way they're going to have that lifespan past 2 sessions, but they're $3.94 and they're on the cheaper side, and they're ubiquitous. We got the Wilson US Opens. These are the priciest option of them all, but you could very well spin it to justify the price point. Woo! I mean, they make me delirious, baby. They're so fun to hit. So much life out the can. So bouncy. Such a treat, dude. And they just last. They last and last. I hit the ink off the felt before the felt started to really lose its integrity. Yeah, it became a barren ball. The Wilson US Open logo gone, but still the felt is fine, and the bounce just does not wither away. I mean, this could last easily 3+ sessions. One guy on the court, I heard him just the other week singing these things praises, saying that this was the 7th time in a row he was hitting with the same can. So that might be a little bit overkill. I mean, at that point, I feel a little self-aware that if I'm expected to provide the balls at a hitting session with a hitting partner, and I whip out balls that have been butchered and beaten 6 times over before, I feel a little bit some way about that. But you know, you put these in your personal basket and you go hit some serves with them, you're not going to be hitting a dead ball that's going to be wrecking your arm, because you know, they feel like bricks at that point and there's just no life in them. So that's what I'm saying. They last plenty of hitting sessions, and then you keep them for your personal basket and practice your serves with them. It can make it well worthwhile. But in the end, the Walmart's more expensive, but they surprised me. The downfall, the felt was fine, the bounce is great, the lightness, the zippiness, I like it, but they did start to come undone at the seams after 2 hitting sessions. That's not the worst thing in the world. I don't know what type of player you are where you reuse balls until they're just dead and gone and not even the dog wants to chew on them, or if you're picky and crack every time. But that's my reportings. Do with it what you please. Give these a shot, though, at least. And whatever happens, remember the trash been tennis. All about the tennis trash we've been.